You are not bad at boundaries. And I really mean that because I think quietly a lot of us think that we are. You're not. Your business is just built in a way that needs you for every little thing. And today I want to talk about why that is and how we change that. Hi, in case we haven't met yet, I'm Kelly from Night Owl Notions. I design websites and branding for people whose work centers on caring for others, like pet groomers and trainers, childcare providers, coaches, and so many more heart-centered business owners. I focus on one client at a time, which means I really get to understand how these businesses work and what tends to get in their way. What we're going to get in today is one of those things, something I've watched a lot of business owners struggle with. This is one of those things that sneaks up on a lot of people who run their own businesses, especially when their whole job is caring for someone, a pet, a client, a kid. You answer every question the second it comes in because that's just who you are. You care deeply about your clients. And little by little, your business turns into something that can't run without you sitting there answering. The good news is, it doesn't have to be that way. A lot of it comes down to setting things up from the start so your website is ready to answer those questions for you. Today, I'm going to show you 2 ways to take care of those answers using real-life client examples. This first one offers a whole range of services: spiritual support, end-of-life planning, animal care, and even language tutoring. Totally different audiences walking in for totally different reasons. Now, we could put an FAQ section on each individual service page, but that would have cluttered them up. Those pages needed room to breathe and let each service shine on its own. So instead, all the questions live together on one FAQ page, sorted by service. Her service pages stay clean and focused, and when somebody has a question, they go to one place, find their section, and get their answers. Nobody has to wade through stuff that isn't for them. Now, the second client focuses on one thing: dog training. But there's a ton of nuance to it. People wanted to understand her methods, whether she works with aggressive cases, how quickly they'd see results, her certifications, all of it, before they were anywhere near ready to book. So those questions began to pile up in her emails. People sending long messages, asking things she'd answered 100 times over. So instead of building a separate page, we built the FAQs right before the contact form. A whole before you reach out section. By the time somebody fills out that form, they already know if they're a good fit. The people reaching out to her become the ready ones, not just the wondering ones. What both of these really come down to is the experience for the people visiting the site. The answers are already there, ready and supportive the second somebody wants them. But they're never cluttering up things or being shoved in the faces of somebody who doesn't need them. You're taking care of people who are landing on your site, giving them what they need without making them dig for it, and without overwhelming the ones who are there just to look around. The best part is that the same setup, taking care of your visitors, is what hands you your evenings back. You're answering once on the site instead of 50 times in your inbox. It takes care of them, and it takes care of you. So you might be wondering how to make this happen on your own websites. The easiest place to start is with the questions you're already getting. For the next week or two, every time you answer a question, jot it down. Anytime you catch yourself answering the same question twice, put a star next to it. Those starred ones are your FAQs. They're the questions already eating at your time, which means they're the ones your website should be handling. The questions people actually ask are right there in your inbox. You just have to start writing them down. If you want a head start on this, I made a free website FAQ builder to help. It walks you through finding the questions that people actually ask and gives you a starter list to help get the ideas flowing. I'll put the link below in the description. Take it, use it, and let your website start doing some of the work for you. Now, maybe part of you worries that having a website answer your clients' questions makes you seem less personal, like you're putting people at arm's length. But I actually think it's the opposite. A website built with care and honesty is personal. A good FAQ is more caring, not less. You're showing people that you understand them and their questions before they even have to ask. You're respecting their time and yours and cutting out all that back and forth. If someone messages you at an odd hour and you take a while to answer because you're out living your life, that wait can cause more tension than if they had just found the answers themselves. Having those answers ready for people is a way of taking care of them even when you're off the clock. If there's one thing I want you to take from all of this, it's that you don't have to carry this all by yourself. The late nights, the endless answering, the feeling that everything has to fall on you. There are tools like your website that can take off some of that weight. And there are people that can help you set them up, me being one of them. If you want a hand at figuring out what that could look like for your business, there's a link to book a free consult in the description below. Either way, I hope you give yourself permission to log off a little earlier tonight. You've earned it.